Your online sales depend on you having marketing assets. Do you have any for your business? A lot of people think they have marketing assets, but if they never bring you in any clients, are they actually marketing assets? Now, what you'll hear out there is create more assets, create more marketing, you're going to bring in more clients that way. But the reality is more marketing assets doesn't necessarily equal more clients. In fact, the right marketing assets equal more clients, even sometimes as little as one marketing asset can equal more clients. And I'm a big believer in the fact that you don't need to create a ton of content in order to be able to bring in clients online. Hi, I'm Tammy Lane with FunnelCures, and I'm excited to talk to you in this video about how you can create your marketing assets fast, much more quickly than you might think, so you can start bringing in clients consistently. Now, there's three parts to creating marketing assets that are actually going to work in your business, and a lot of people miss out on the first two things and never end up with things that work. So the very first thing that's most important in you creating marketing assets that are actually going to work to bring you in clients is actually choosing what type of marketing assets you should create and the strategy that goes in behind them. If we don't have the strategy in behind the marketing assets that you're going to create, then they're never going to bring you in any clients. So what kind of marketing assets am I talking about? I'm talking about social media posts. I'm talking about funnels. I'm talking about sales pages. I'm talking about any content that you might create. If we're going to invest your time and energy in creating those things, we want them to work to bring in clients. In my first year in business, I created so many things, and I had more than 200 articles that I wrote. I was posting on social media all the time, and still I was not bringing in clients consistently. Then when I finally got shifted out of that and got some help to actually figure out the strategy, I realized I didn't need to be creating a ton of content. I didn't have to be everywhere. I just needed to strategically create a few things in my business that would consistently bring me in clients. Now, what type of asset should you have for your business? That's a bigger conversation. We'd have to know a lot of details about what you're selling, who your clients are, where we can find them. But I do have an opportunity for you to hop on a call for us to help you create a marketing plan. So you're going to see a link below this video. But that's the first part, and it's actually the hardest part. Most people dive in without even ever thinking about where should I be creating marketing assets and what's the strategy behind them that are actually going to bring me in clients. It's a huge factor that so many people waste so many hours. It breaks my heart when they're wasting so many hours in their business creating all these things that really, if I'm looking at them objectively, have no possible hope of bringing them in clients. So the second thing that you really need when you're going to create your marketing assets after you've figured out the strategy and where you're going to be is figuring out the exact specifics about what you're going to do. Like if you're building a funnel, what pages do you need? If I'm building a sales page, what type of sales page is it going to be? If I want to use social media, specifically, what should that look like? What should I be posting? When should I be posting? All the specifics. If you plan this out in advance, you're going to, one, be able to create your marketing assets faster, and secondly, have them actually work to bring you in clients, which is what we all want, of course. Now, the third thing, and this is sometimes something we never think about as well, is that do you have the skill level to create the marketing assets that you're going to need? For example, when I would coach clients in building their funnels, I would coach them and they go away and they'd build their funnels on their own, and they would come back with something, honestly, that I knew was never going to work because it looked kind of homemade. Now, when I'm working with them one-on-one, I can just hop in and dive in and fix them. It's the whole reason why we created FunnelCures, so you don't have to build it from scratch, that we actually do the design work for you, and it's not any more expensive than trying to build it on your own. So really, after you've come up with the strategy, after you've figured out exactly where you're going to post, what you're going to post, what those posts should say, I want you to evaluate for yourself, do you have the capabilities of creating something that looks really professional, that actually will work to bring in clients? I know when I first got started on Facebook, I was posting and stabbing in the dark and trying to get Facebook ads at that point working to bring in clients. But the reality is that just doesn't make sense for you to be able to create a quick marketing asset that's going to be able to work. So now anytime I want to do a new strategy in my business, I look out in the marketplace to figure out if there's somebody out there who I think is really good at what they do, who is bringing in clients with what they do. That's number one. But number two, and the one people don't tend to think about, is does that person have the type of business and lifestyle that I want to have? So for example, if I'm looking at doing a YouTube strategy, I went out and hired somebody who was really, really good at YouTube to talk with me through the strategy piece of what would work. But B, I made sure I hired somebody who had a business and lifestyle that I actually want in my life. Because a lot of people who are posting on YouTube, for example, when they go out there, they're literally spending 50, 60, 70 hours a week creating YouTube content. What? I don't want that. I am wholeheartedly committed to having a business I can run in about 20 hours a week. I have a young daughter. I want to be spending lots of time with her. I love traveling. I really want to be flexible. I don't want to go to somebody who has a strategy where I have to be working 50 or 60 hours a week and never missing a week. What kind of business is that? Anyways, I want you to really make sure that you're picking the right person. And that's why I'd love for you to hop on a call with one of our marketing strategists where they can help you plan the perfect strategy for you. We do specialize in strategies where, one, you don't have to be posting a lot of content. We're really about creating a handful of pieces of content and helping you actually get them working to bring in clients. Most of my clients don't want to be working 50 or 60 hours a week. They want to be minimizing the time that they're working. So we specialize in that, and me and my entire team are really committed to that 20-hour-a-week work week and setting up assets for our business that can really be flexible. So I encourage you to do that. And then next up, we have some crazy good videos on choosing the right type of marketing assets for your business. So to be sure to check that out.